Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Merle Farms. So we've been getting quite a bit of rain here and there, as you can tell. We got about 2 inches in 2 weeks. This time of year, it's pretty hard, or it takes a long time for all that stuff to dry out. So we might be back in the field in the next 2 or 3 days or so. At least turning the hay so we could get it all baled up pretty soon. But they're talking for more rain Friday and Saturday, so we will just have to see. But for today, we are going to be working on my Kubota. I'm going to be installing a light bar, hopefully. For the main reason is, so you got those two lights and those two lights, and then two up there. Well, those two up there, I'm going to point out kind of sideways because I can't see the end of my rows. And then these two are absolutely useless because this whole thing's in the way. So I'm going to put a light bar on it so that way I could see. And that way I don't have to go around and around looking for the windrows at night. And then on the back side, all I have to do is retilt those. And I think those are going to be just fine. Because I bought little bitty light bars. So with those little light bars, I'm going to put it on my new flatbed as work lights. I don't know where I'm going to put them just yet, but I'm going to do it. And if y'all didn't know, here's my new flatbed. It is flatbed. It was made by Flatbeds in New Mexico. It is custom. It came like that. I put the triangle on there, welded the triangle. I still got to paint it. But I got all those, all my sockets in here. Sockets, impacts, whatnot. Miscellaneous stuff. All my wiring stuff and stuff like that in that one. Jumper cables in that one. Chain and stuff in that one. I got a 50-gallon transfer tank that I still need to go buy the hose for. Hose reel, air compressor, spikes. This one's just gonna be used for a ton of different stuff. Right now I got my trash from feeding the Highland cows in it. It's basically gonna be a little parts bin pretty much. That's where the pump's at. Like I was saying, this one's gonna be used for parts. That's the pump. This one, all my air stuff. More stuff that needs to really go over there. Extra wrenches. I got my good Matco ones in here. Don't really know yet what I'm going to do with that one. And then this one is going to have all that stuff in it. Still need to go buy a couple more stuff for that. We did some rearranging on this. So I put this little bleeder valve so it gets rid of all the pressure on the cylinders in the winter. So it'll start better in the winter. And then yeah, wired my fuel pump up to my uplifter switches on the truck, so it works off of that, so I don't have to string out some cords and everything for that. And then what I really want to do is I want to do a disconnect fuel hose. I want to do a disconnect fuel hose on that just so it would make it a lot easier for me to store the hose or stuff like that. And then also went in and put my grill guard on. It's heavy now. I actually had to order rear springs for the back so it's not riding on the overloads. So when those come in, this truck will be back in the shop, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna see if I can find me a drill bit, drill through that piece of metal, and yeah, we'll go from there. And if y'all been wondering, the Highlands are doing pretty good. We actually got more, so I'll show y'all. Come on, bud. So now we are 3 bulls, 1 calf, which is not the way you want to start, but one of the bulls is going to be sold because it came with the calf. And we couldn't pass up old Merle right here. Come here. Hey, Oak. Sometimes they'll let you pet them, sometimes no. We'll see. Merle. Hey. And they do like playing. We found that out real quick. He does not like going. So we actually bought him because he's good with people. We actually use him for pictures and everything. And he's a lot older and he's doing a lot better. But he does not like to leave Okie over here. So when we go to pictures, we got to load them both up because he does not like to leave Okie. But yeah, they should have a little bit better place to stay or whatever come February, March. I'm adding on to this barn, so they'll have a nice little setup over here. But yeah, so I'm gonna get that drill bit for that, and then we'll see what happens. Well, I've been sitting here for the past 20 minutes drilling, and that's as much as I got done. So I don't know what's next. I might have to take it off, get the torch out here, torch the hose through it. I don't know. We're gonna see if the plasma cutter will cut through it first. I bought that cheap, so. A guy didn't want it. He needed 50 bucks pretty fast, so I bought it. So we're gonna see, be my first time using that. So we're gonna see if it'll work on that or not. I don't know. And then also, I'm gonna wash it all off and stuff. I need to blow the air filter out, cabin air filter out. And then I gotta see what is going on. Right here, right in there. I don't know if it's a hose leaking off my baler or if it's one of those leaking, but I need to figure that out. Check the hydraulic oil level. Really just get it ready to go back to baling here pretty soon. So, we'll see. Hopefully I could get that to work where it'll work pretty good. I don't know. So we'll see. Okay. So, drill bit didn't work. Plasma cutter didn't work. So I guess the next option is to get the torch, which I don't have a torch, so I'll have to go get the one from our work barn, because this is not our work barn. We'll see. But until then, I am cleaning out all the junk and everything I got in this barn. Gonna kind of reorganize it. Bring some dirt up here because there's that little ledge right there. Kind of hard to get some trucks and cars and everything up there. Then pick up this extension cord. It goes all the way over to my pole for the house. I finally got electricity in this barn, so there's no need for that. So I'm gonna pick it up, put it in the barn. I do have a water line right here. Right there. And I'm putting me a spout kind of right here. So it's gonna be in between the door and the walk-in door. So I'm gonna try to get that dug since I got the backhoe here also. I'm gonna get that dug, get that plumbed in. So that way this winter for these Highland cows, the hose will just be going from here to there. So if it freezes, I'll have 6 other different hoses that I can put on there. And then I could put the frozen one inside the barn and it'll thaw out for the day. And also, next time I'm up north at my, I don't know what just fell. Next time I'm up north in this tractor, I'm picking up my propane tank that's up there and bringing it over here and hooking it up plumbing it into the barn. I'm gonna plumb it into the barn so that way I can run that propane and heat the shop for this winter too. So that's my plan. And also my plan with building the overhang, it's gonna be 60 long, 40 that way. and it's gonna have 2 walk-in doors. They're gonna come with about 4 foot or so of concrete right there on either side of the doors, and in the middle is gonna be separate. So there's gonna be 2 pins in it. So the bulls can stay in one, the heifers could stay in the other, and then when it's time to mate or whatever, I could just switch them over. It'd be a lot easier. Be a lot easier for me to feed, be a lot easier for a whole bunch of stuff. So that's what we're gonna do with that. Then this old grain silo, it is no longer useful. It you can't put grain in it no more. I mean, I guess you probably could, but you probably don't want to. So what we're gonna do is on this side, I'm gonna cut it out just a little bit, and we're gonna make like a little bar type thing. Because then eventually all of this, where the tractor's at, where the truck's at, I want it all to be concrete one of these days. That might happen here in a couple years, I don't know yet. So there's that. So I guess I'm just gonna start getting the house ready, getting it all cleaned up, getting everything ready for winter, getting everything winterized. They're talking about a freeze coming here pretty soon. So I'm gonna try to get everything winterized and ready to go. Well, was not able to get that light bar on today. It's still gonna be a little too wet tomorrow, so I will go get the torch and everything tomorrow, since it is about 20 miles away, and I don't really want to waste all that diesel when we're having trouble getting diesel. So I'm gonna wait for that tomorrow. But I got some other stuff cleaned up around here and things like that. So I guess that's it for the video. Like and subscribe. Tell me what you like, don't like. But yeah. So work truck's done, except for the springs. And I think tomorrow I am going to work on fixing all these up too, so that they could have a little bit bigger area and things like that. So I'm gonna try anyway. We'll see. Until then, I'll see y'all in the next one.